Hi, this is Huey Poplock, and I'm going to report today on some news from this past week. And to kind of lead up to that, what I would like to do is give you a few definitions, some information of what we're talking about. And I have to get back to the right slide here. Today I'm going to talk about GIFs, sometimes known as GIFs, but a GIF is short for graphics interchange format. It's a format that's 33 years old. It was started by Unisys for CompuServe. And back in those days, in order to have any kind of graphics on the computer, you had through the internet, well, not through the internet, but through uh, from online, you were using a 300 baud modem or maybe a 1200 baud modem if you were lucky. And what needed to be done in order to show pictures, you had to get that information to load very quickly. And so the GIF format was invented to do just that. It's not suited for photographs, but it was good for logos and quick graphics of any kind. A couple of years later, JPEGs came around, and they are now the largest format of graphics. And JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. The difference is the GIF is 8 bits per pixel and 256 color maximum, where a JPEG is a 24 bits per pixel and can have up to 16 million colors. And I spelled million wrong. Let's go to the next slide. So this week, Facebook is going to acquire a website called Giphy. Giphy meme sharing site for $400 million. Now, why are they doing this? Well, as of the end of 2019, Giphy claimed its visual expression and creation service reached around 700 million people a day, and that users sent home 10 billion pieces of content each day, not home, but used and sent out 10 billion pieces of content per day. And according to Facebook, 50% of Giphy's traffic comes from the Facebook family of apps, and that half of it is from the Instagram alone. So what is Giphy? Why are they spending $400 million to purchase Giphy? Well, let's take a look at Giphy. Here is the Giphy website. It's giphy.com, GIPHY.com, and it's made up of these little animated GIFs. Now, GIFs were not animated in the beginning. They were just single pictures, and then someone learned how to put multiple little GIFs together and make what appeared to be a video, kind of like the old flip cards where you flip a bunch of cards one after the other and you would see some motion. And that's how the GIFs were started. Now, I can remember working with the early Photoshop and Photoshop from the Photoshop and the Paint, Photo Paint from Corel, which is now Corel, or Paint Shop Pro it was called. And you could put together an animated GIF, but it was quite a process. Well, then Giphy.com was started, and you could download a whole bunch of GIFs, but you can also create your own, post them there, and other people can download them. So what does Giphy do? What does the website do? Well, first you can search on any topic. So let's look for something like technology, for instance, and see what they have for some animated GIFs. We don't know what's going to come up, but it goes out and it searches anything in technology, and these are going to be some animated GIFs that people have put together and have posted on Giphy. And you can see several of them here. You might recognize some of these from either Facebook or Instagram or someone's website where they've put these up for them. So let's look for one more called Technology Fails and see what we find there. And you'll see that there are a lot of these, and you can scroll down and keep scrolling. At the end, it'll say more, and you can even find some more. Well, let's look at what some of the technology fails are. Not all of these are technology, but some of them are. I love this one. Let's take a look at this one. Now I can click on it. And I clicked one too many times here. So let's go back. There it is. Yeah, we've all seen somebody do that. They snap a picture and that's, I think, selfies got started. But if you want, you can go and copy the link, pick up the link here, and then you can, once you do that, you can copy that and then paste it on your website. You can upload it to Facebook, but it's built in right here that you can send it right away from here to Facebook, to Twitter, and to other, to Tumblr, to Pinterest, and to Reddit, and of course to Instagram. Now let's take a look at one other, and let's try that. Let's look for something like a happy birthday and see what we find. And we'll see what we come up with there. As some GIFs, animated GIFs, and let's find one that we like. I like this one, so I'm going to click on it. And now one of my Facebook friends is having a birthday today, so let's go ahead, share to Facebook. You'll see up here, I'll make this a little bit bigger. Takes a little while to get there, and what I want to do is I am going to let it finish coming up, and I want to, come on, I want to say something about this, but I want to share it to a friend's timeline. And then it's going to ask me the friend's name, and I'm going to say Norm. And there is his name. And I'm going to say, I'll say happy birthday, just so there's something there. The picture is there, and then all I have to do is say post to Facebook. And that's how easy it is to post right from Giphy. And it should be there. Let's see if it's going to show it to us. Now it closes that window out, and it's now posted on his timeline, this animated GIF, and shows him how interested I am to wish him a happy birthday. Now, what else can you do with Giphy? You can actually create your own GIF. So let's go ahead and create a couple very quickly. There's a couple of ways you can do it. One, you can take a whole group of pictures, and let's choose some photos that I have out there. And I have them pre-staged. So I got it. It's still working. And I want to go to test 1 for this one. And I have 4 pictures, each one with a little bit of different verbiage. I'm going to click the first one, hold the shift key down, click the last one, and it picks all of them up, and I'm going to say open. It will open all 4 of them in Giphy. It's saying, to begin with, there are 4 of these, and each one has a little different heading down here at the bottom. You'll see what it's doing. Now, it's set for each one to be 3 seconds. I think that's too much. I want it to be about 1 second each. And so I am going to say continue to decorate. And I'm going to say renew your dues. And now you can see here it's saying renew your dues. I'm going to move that down to here, but I can have it default. I can have it pixel. I can have it as a subtitle, a meme, fancy, and what they call a gif-a-bet with different colors and characters and so on. I'm going to use the default, but down here I can do some animations for it. I've got none. I can make it sparkle. I can make it wavy. I can make it a rainbow. I can make it climatic. So it just changes every once in a while. I can make it the switcheroo, so different ones it shows up. I can make it look like it's typing, and I can make it look like there's a glitch in it. I'm going to choose wavy. That's what it's going to look like, and I'm going to say continue to upload. Now, the next thing it wants is the source. So if you want this to be linked to something, you can actually put the source, in other words, put the link in, the source URL, and any tags you want. I'm not going to do that. I just want to have it as an animated GIF. I don't want it to be clickable to something else. And I'm going to say upload it to Giphy. It's uploading it. It's creating the GIF. Now, one would think it would show up here, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to do that. And maybe it's because I'm impatient. I am not sure. I'll wait a couple of seconds. And then what I'm going to do, if you go to media, what's going to happen is the source files with no edits. If you do that, what you're going to end up with is just some source files, and you're not going to be able to do anything with it. You really need to go to copy link. There's a short link and so on. So I'm going to go to the short link. I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to do a Control C. Then I'm actually going to go to a new tab and put that link in there. I'm going to Control V. In other words, they don't make it too easy to download one that you create. When I go to that one, it actually gives me a different kind of an address, but you'll see it's now going to be there. And there is our animated GIF. I just move my mouse over it. I right mouse click and I save the image as. It should come up and give me the, come on, try that again. There it is. And let's see, we're in the wrong place. So I'll go here, and this is test 1, and we'll just call it dues. And it'll automatically put the GIF on the end, and I'll save it. And if we go to test 1, and there it is, and if we play it, and there it is. That's how easy it is to make an animated GIF. Here's a recap of the animated GIFs that we worked on, just so you could see them working in action. The zoom did not allow that to happen very well. And then also I'm adding I'm adding a MP4 to animated GIF, which took a file from 26 megabytes to around 5 megabytes. And that's the one it's playing right now. So it saves considerable amount of time and file size. Thank you very much for joining us.